So we're going to start off talking about some of the key things about preparing Form 1120S. Now, in Module 3, Operations, we already talked about some of that stuff, right? Various things that can be reflected on the tax return. But this is actually completing the form and, more importantly, completing some of the schedules that are often done incorrectly or omitted, specifically schedules L, M1, and M2. We're going to focus a lot on the equity accounts and book to tax reconciliations because, again, those are going to ensure that the return is done correctly. So before we get into the kind of what I consider to be the interesting piece, I want to talk about some informational requirements. And so, of course, on Form 1120S, there's a bunch of questions, and we can't just ignore them or click all no. We have to actually review all of these questions. So it's essential to respond accurately to them. A lot of the questions, if you answer yes or no, can trigger a tax or compliance issue. So it can also identify that there's something going on that may need to be addressed with the taxpayer. So a couple of questions of note that I specifically look at. One is date of incorporation. So if your S corporation is a state level corporation, that's an easy date, right? But what do you do if it's an LLC that's elected to be taxed as an S corporation? It never really incorporated, and that's the tough part. So what I usually do for that date is I put the date that the federal corporation election was effective. So that usually is the same date that the S election is effective. Again, that's what I do. Perhaps you want to put when the LLC was formed. But again, that doesn't really comport to incorporation in my mind.